Okay, so since the recording has started and a lot of you have joined now, so like we discussed yesterday, today's session is all about hands-on. No new topic is going to be covered, but we covered a lot of topic previously, like we covered how to filter the data in data sources, how to put filters, different type of way we can show our filters. We spoke about context filters. Then we worked with the marks card. We worked with parameters, the various things that we did. Then we worked with relationships, joins, unions, blending. So a lot of things have been covered. I just wanted to make sure that we are comfortable when we look at a question, we know what to apply that time. So do this case study. I am here. I would I would request the steps to be first go through the data, go through the questions of what is required, then see, since there are two tables you have to work with, is it a join? Is it a union? Is it a blending? Or can I just create a relationship and do away with it? How the two tables have to merge? That has to be thought about. Once you've thought about that, then you add the data into Tableau, connect the data to Tableau, and then you start working.
Shani.
Yes.
Today is assessment day.
This is not assessment, it's a practice case study. That's why I put the word practice. Mentally also it should not feel like an assessment.
Okay.
Okay, just practice.
Shani, I am confused here that when I am clicking the files, it won't open outside, right?
What did you say again, Sanjeev?
I'm saying that when I'm clicking the files outside Tableau, right, in a folder, it won't open there, is it?
No, it will.
It's not opening. It's giving
in Tableau. It's not opening, or it's not opening in general.
It's opening in Tableau, but not outside. You said that.
No, it's a CSV file.
Yeah.
It's a comma separated file.
Yes. So when I had connected one of the files, it's showing me two lists. 2015 and 16
2016. Correct.
Yeah, just only connecting with one of the files.
Yes, because they are sitting in the same folder, very similar format. Yes. That's why it is picking it.
Shani, I want to ask also one question in this context only. How can we connect these two files together?
How, as in?
Do we have to use a union here?
That is what I want you to think and tell. That is the whole point of doing this. You know, if
because it's kind of a similar, it's kind of a similar table.
That's why I was telling Sanjeev and Shikhar that you need to look at the data first. Till you don't understand the data, you won't be able to work.
So I'm opening 2015, but my 2016 is like.
I can open it for you. Don't worry. I can show you what 2016 looks like. This is what 2016 looks like. Okay, so again, it's UID, it's got name, age, gender, race, armed, month, day, year, street address, city, state, latitude, longitude, classification, law enforcement agency.
Yeah.
So this is 2016, this is 2015.
Okay. So here we can ask you some questions, right?
Yeah, you can ask me questions, but don't ask me what to do next. That I can't answer.
Okay, that. So to add another source. So I had done add and and pull 2016 also in Tableau.
But tell me one thing.
Is that fine?
That is fine, but tell me one thing, that you said that when you in Tableau, hold on. You said when you opened it in
Yes.
Tableau, it's showing both the files, correct?
Yeah, when I'm clicking one of the files, yeah, I have connected to one of the files, yeah. Then
Yeah,
it's
but it's
showing
showing
two
the other file
together.
also. Yeah, then you don't have to
Yes.
load it, right? Then it's already picked up.
Okay.
Understand? So,
So-
for example, I've selected 2016,
Yeah.
but both the CSV files are there. So you can try this thing. Remove 2016, like remove it, and try to bring 2015. You will see you are able to load that data.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Since it's in the same folder, it tends to pick it up easily.
Okay, that is so right. Thank you.
Why is this prompt coming up? Which prompt, Peasant?
I'm getting a prompt saying that access denied. I was trying to fill in the message you the error, but it's not copying pasting.
Where? In the LMS?
No, not in the LMS. In Tableau on the right hand side, it says that access denied.
Can you share your screen?
Although it's not affecting my working, but
No, but what access denied is what I want to understand.
so what is this?
This is Tableau Public you're using, right?
Yes,
I think
that's
in
Tableau
Tableau
Public.
Public and you're in Genpact.
No, this is my
Uh,
personal PC.
No, but are you in the server, Genpact server?
Jetpack server as in?
Meaning you guys can log in through the VPN and all those
No,
things,
no,
right?
no,
Nothing
no,
like that.
no.
Then I
There
don't
is
know why it is
there is
going
a cafe VPN that I'm using right now, but nothing related
might be
to
because
this.
of that, because Lalit had said, right, that Tableau Public is not allowed in Genpact, which makes sense also not to allow it. That's why I was thinking the access denied part must have come. And before you go further, kindly cancel this thing, Peasant.
This thing,
And it's, yes, cancel it. It's not a text, it's not an Excel file, it's a text file which I've given to you.
but I have opened it
The
in Excel.
text files can always open in Excel file, but it's a text
Oh.
file at the end of the day. All right. See,
Okay.
it's
Shani,
got
thank
that
you.
small A.
Thank you.
Hi,
I
Saika.
I was getting the error. I was doing it from Excel. Okay.
Oh, no. It's in text file, CSV file.
Thank you.
All right. So Shikhar, Sanjeev, did you guys decide how you're going to merge these tables?
Yes, I have put a union there.
Very nice. So the first step should be to
Thank
create a union. I hope you all remember how to create a union.
Yes,
Yeah.
just to put
Just
it
drag and drop
down,
on
drop
it. That's
there.
it.
Yeah.
So first step is done. Good job. Second step, let's start. So the question says create a visual, means only one visual to show the following encounters.
Shani, I am getting error while creating union.
Okay, can I see your screen?
Just I have to log in. Let me log in from other system.
Okay, all right. Let me know
Sorry.
once you're ready. That's okay.
Okay. Shani, can I share my screen?
Yes, please, and stop sharing. It's not a union you're creating, right? This is a relationship you're trying to create, and you cannot create a relationship between these two. So delete your union part, what you've done, remove it. Right. Now you create a union, you go and drop 2016, not on the side, on top of it. You see the union word coming?
Yes.
Go there. Yes. Now you leave it. Now a union is created.
Okay. Okay.
That is a join which you created previously.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now it is created. How can we check?
You can check by looking at the number of records also. So it has become about 2226. And
Right.
let me check over here in the data source. Yeah, 17 fields of 2226 rows. So that is there. Plus, you can also look at the, if you go to the data set, right?
Yes.
Go to the right in this data set. So you should be able to see, yeah, go
Where?
right, collapse this one. Collapse with this arrow over here where it says name 2015 CSV. There's an arrow over there on the top. Yeah, collapse this field. Right. Now you look at the years. There's a column called year on
2000.
the extreme right.
Yes.
Right. No, that is a table reference.
Oh, yes.
This year. Sort it once. Sort it again. No, you did the right thing by sorting, by clicking that.
It's not
Okay.
been.
No, it is there. It's just the 100 rows are showing up. So just type in where you see the word 100, the number 100, just type in 3000 over here. Press enter. Click on the arrow. No, not this arrow. The one in front of 3000. Okay, now you see 2016
Yes.
is showing up.
Now, yes. Now it is showing.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Create a visual.
Create a visual. I'm looking for only one chart. I'm not looking for 3 charts.
So for encounter, we have to take that in gunshot or which one?
All
Number
are
of,
encounters only. All data is for encounters.
okay.
Yeah. Anyone who has done the second one?
Yes, Sunny.
So, if I may ask, what was
Yes, in
what did you do?
Let me search.
You're sharing?
Yes, Anand.
Oh, no,
My
yeah, just
Tableau is super slow today. Whatever one click, whatever I'm doing is like taking lapse time. I have 3 laptops around me. Genpact laptop, personal laptop, my client laptop. Seriously.
Anyone else who did it? Deepika, you know, I should also tell you this thing. Some of you scored 100 in Power BI assessment.
Can you specify the name?
I think you are one of them.
Thank you.
I think that's what I remember. But
I try to copy you completely.
Good. It worked.
Thank you.
Shweta, whenever you're ready. One more person gave me a surprise who I was not expecting is. Are you there today? I don't know. He's not there today. Sunil gave me a surprise with his performance. All right.
It's not correct because I'm searching for that encounter thing.
Encounter thing as in?
I mean, like, I just
This
took
is
a
correct. This is
count.
correct. Count the number of encounters. All the data is related to encounter only. This is the data of encounter, who was encounter and where and who did it and all those things, right? But I want this in one single view. I said create a visual. You created 3. How can you convert it into one single view? Okay. One thing even I'll have to change in my question. I suddenly remembered. Keep the age binning aside because I don't think so. You can put the age bin in it, but binning does not go there. But what was the question? The question was location and classification. Try to focus on these two, location and classification. Forget about age group. Age group, you can make a separate visual for it. But for how do you create a visual, one visual that shows you the number of encounters? If I want to look at it location basis, I can see it. If I want to look at it classification basis, I can see it. What do you do to get such visual?
We just draw once again in those rows and columns.
Need to
But
create a parameter.
Very good, Arshad. You need to create a parameter over here because I am looking at the same measure, that is count of the encountered, but based on 2 different dimensions where a person will be able to change and I'll still be in one single visual. Okay, so this is question number 2 is related to your parameter. Okay, so make sure in the parameter you're putting 2 things, location and classification. Don't put age group. I just remembered you've been to create age group, that won't parameters does not accept it. I think it doesn't accept. Let's try. So you guys remember how to make parameters?
Yes.
Yes, Ishani.
Yes. So
even I was trying to make that age parameter,
so,
but
no, age parameter, before you make the age parameter, what you will have to do to get age group, because right now the age that we have is 22, 20, 47,
yeah,
90.
I had done
You have
age
to create
binning
bin.
also. Yeah,
So you have to do
age binning.
Bin. Excellent. So you have to create bins. So this is how you create bins.
Yes.
To create the age group, let's call it age group. And binning of 5 is good.
I've taken 10.
I have taken 10.
Okay, I have the tendency to pick 5 because I feel, you know, a 21-year-old, 31-year-old, they act differently. 31 versus 41 acts differently. So 10 years, I feel it's a,
Five,
like a
yeah.
decade
Okay.
gap.
Okay.
They don't
Yeah.
behave exactly the same way.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so I've got age group. Now what we do, we create parameters,
Yes, yes.
right? So we can say select field. And what will be the data type?
Integer.
Integer.
String.
Because age parameter.
Age
It's for
group, location, and classification. This is what
string.
Okay.
needs to be
String.
there.
String.
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 It is a
Yeah.
string, right? It's a string.
We keep on thinking
And
to the values. Yeah.
yeah, don't think about values. Think about what
The
is the
field,
end
yeah.
user going to look at. He's looking at 3 things, right? So age group, and I doubt age group will work, but let's see. Classification. And another thing I gave was location.
It would be age group or age only.
Age group. I
Because it's
created a bin of age group
okay. Okay.
because normally in analysis we never do it on one age at a time. It's always grouped. Age is always analyzed as a group.
Okay.
Can somebody help me? It's location or locations, or why can't I see it? It's neither location not locations.
Yeah,
It
it's a
is
state or city.
State or city.
Let's
State
look
or
at
city.
state. Let's look at state and click OK. And then we are going to show parameter.
Ishani, Shikhar this side.
Yes, Shikhar.
Ishani, for the second question, do we have to make the do we have to add the all the 3 points 2A, 2B, 2C on one same chart?
Yep.
So in that case, we have to use the pi or something else.
No pi. It's a question of parameters. So what are you doing in this visual? If I ask you, what is this question? It says create a visual to show the number of encounters that has occurred based on location. Let's say states. So state wise, you are giving number of encounters. Which chart is the best type of chart to show this?
State wise, we have to make.
No.
So you won't be with the parameter, with this parameter, you won't be able to change the chart type. In future, yes, we will change the chart types also. But with this parameter, you can't change the chart type. So whether it's an age group or classification or location, what you're trying to do is compare the number of encounters based on different locations or different classifications or different age groups. So which chart is best suited for this kind of work?
So Ishani, what I was saying to you that we can take the encounters, suppose UID. On that basis, we are classify all the 3 different points which you have mentioned in the question.
So the UID that you're using is for counting, right? But you will have to drop the location to get the UID. So for example, what you're saying is, let's say this UID that I'm talking about. Where is the UID?
Yes, downwards, longitude.
Over here. It's
Yeah.
taken as a number. Should it be a number? Ideally, it should not be numbers. IDs are numbers or text. What did we do in Power BI?
It would be in the text.
It should be text. So what you guys can also do, you can convert to dimension. Okay.
Okay.
Did
Now,
everybody see that? What did I do? I just right clicked and said convert it to a dimension because it's supposed to be a text or it's supposed to be something that I can plot. It's not supposed to be summarized. So it cannot be sitting in a measure. Now, if you drop this thing and you do a count distinct on it, what is this giving me? What is this number? What is
it's
this
the
number?
total number.
Total number of encounters, correct?
Yes.
Now, when you drop location, this will be location-wise split. When you drop classification, it will get split classification-wise, isn't it?
Okay.
Right? But I
Yes.
said create one visual. So you can't keep on going and dropping and removing, dropping and removing. So what mechanism did I tell you that we can use in order to save space? One area we are using, but we are showing multiple visuals in the same area. See, this is why I wanted this practice session. Because I had a strong feeling that all of you are able to copy me. But if I change the data or if I change the questions, you guys will not be able to follow. Shikhar, what do you do in such situations? Tanu, what do you do in such situations? One area, multiple charts we have to show.
Now we have to create one calculated field.
We have to work with parameters, right?
Right.
Right. So parameter I've created. And then you have to create the calculated field. Why, Ashish? Why do I need a calculated field?
Because we have to make them drop in dimensions.
Yes.
So
Yes,
parameter
because we
cannot
have
be
to
drop in
Yes.
dimension.
Wonderful. Parameters are not dimensions. Dimensions and measures are what are plotted. In order to tie your parameter into your visual, you typically have to create a Tanu, correct? You have to create a calculated field. So we create a calculated field, and this could be the field or field selected just to make differentiation between both the things. And over here, personally, I like to use case. So I'm using case field when it is equal to state, then return state when it is equal to, what was the other thing, classification,
Then class or age group.
then classification, else age group, and end. Error? Yeah, error. So I was expecting this error.
Because of age group.
Because of the binning, yes. So remember I told you, I knew you could not use bins in parameter and use it over here. So that is the problem. That's why I was telling you leave the binning part. So for now, let's just do this one. And to simplify this, instead of putting a case over here, we can use IIF and use this entire thing that if select case is equal to state, comma, then I want to return a state, else I want to return a classification. So use only these two things. Don't use the age, it won't work because of the binning.
Can use age and filter.
Age, age group in filter. Yeah, not a bad idea. We can try that. But then I am doing age group filtering on classification or location. So that's little different than what, only visualization based on age. Correct? So that would be the difference. So let me put this over here. So this is based on we need to change this also. Edit. Okay, this is based on the classification and this is based on the states. This is done.
Not. I'm doing just give me a minute.
Okay. Am I not? No, Tanu, you're not audible.
Ishani, can you show the field selected once more?
The formula?
Yeah, the formula.
Calculated field. No, Tanu, you're not audible. Cycle done?
Yeah.
All right. So for question 2C, the age group, you can create a separate sheet where you're dropping the age group and the UID calculation. Age group and the UID calculation. And UID would be measure count distinct. And these are the age groups that we have. You can flip it around. And this is a better view. So conclusions, and always when you're creating some insights, it's nice to have some kind of conclusions over here. So the conclusion over here is what? California has the highest encounter rates, right? And the highest encounters are for, if I do that on based on the classification, it's done by gunshot. It's like big amount, substantially big. Now, if I want to make it even better, insight, like instead of saying there are 2021 encounters done by gunshot, what is the other way of presenting this data? What could be the other way of presenting this data?
Colors.
Huh?
Colors.
I didn't understand. Pratibha, could you repeat again?
Like you can categorize it by color.
No. They're like the same data, but instead of saying that there were 2021 encounters by gunshot, how can we make this is a significant number, right? So if I'm doing this study on this data set, it is an important number for someone to understand that this is a huge thing. Majorly, it is done by gunshot. So how do I make it an important number over here? Like 2021, like, okay, because other people do not know what are the other numbers. How can I make it important? Okay, let me put it this way. Instead of saying my revenue in 1 year was this much, in the second year, in the current year is this much, how is a better way of presenting this data? Last year, this was my revenue, and this year, this is my revenue.
Line chart.
Open.
Compare, we can compare with.
We are comparing right now, but I'm saying what format of data would be more suitable?
Percentage.
Percentage. Yes, now I got my answer. Percentage. So if I say 20,021 versus if I say 91% of the encounters are done by gunshot, do you see the difference in impact and information that you're giving? Isn't there a change in impact? Yes, no, maybe. What are your
Yes,
thoughts?
Ishani.
Right?
Yeah,
It makes-
definitely it is.
It
Yes.
definitely makes a difference. So gunshot, what happens?
Repeat the percent part.
Can I repeat the percent part? Yes. Remember we did table calculations?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is instead of presenting as a whole number, sometimes information has more impact when you say the percentage out loud. Like, when you talk to the company says that we grew by, let's say, 80%. Nobody says last year revenue was this year revenue was this, because that 80% has more impact than the numbers. So over here also, how you do it, you click on the drop down, because what you're converting is the count, quick table calculation, and a percentage of total. So for all the encounters, the maximum is done by gunshots.
Ishani, once converting into a percentage, and then we move to select the state. There also it will be converted into percentage, right?
Selecting, you're saying over here, if I convert it over here, yeah, it would be converting into a percentage. Yes. Like I said, things over here do not change, but we will be learning something called parameter actions. In that, we will be able to play around with the type of charts also in the same area, but different charts.
Okay.
This has to change. This is getting stuck. Oh, my title is going to be a problem with this. All methods. Has 17
Shani, I have one question in age group.
Yes.
It's showing null.
Yeah. There is no age group between 0 to 5. That's why. There's no data.
Okay, okay.
See, guys, you have to remember all these things, how to do a certain thing. So if you Google also, you'll find it. If you say how to create a parameter in Tableau, you will find it. But the most important thing why, your companies are also investing is to understand the when part, the application side of it, then so that you can find a direct usage in your work. So just learning how is not going to help us. Why we are doing a certain thing is important. What is the best way to represent data is more important. But that's what we are paid for to easily decipher the data and present the information in the simplest, easiest format to the end user.
For that reason, we should put an interference up there.
Yes, the inference should always be there with the title. Just think about it, Sanjeev. For example, very simple example, a newspaper, right? Whatever you're going to read in that article, or let's say there's a picture also involved, typically the way our eyes will interpret that data is we read the headline, we look at the picture, and then we read the article, and then we are nodding to say, what is on the top, what is on the right is what is elaborated or detailed version over here. Same thing happens in your dashboards and charts. So what is the inference? You put it on the top. So when the person is looking at the chart, he has already understood what you're going to present. So he does not have to do the inference for himself.
True.
Okay. So that's why,
Yeah.
highlighting is always good. Always try to find insights. So over here, we can see about 25 to 40 years is the other age group where the highest encounters are. So in this case, whether I convert it to a percentage or no, it makes no impact. The reason being, I'm more interested in telling which age group is highly impacted. Now, what percentage it may be, that may or may not have an impact. But the whole point of doing age group analysis is to make sure that I understand which age groups get affected the most. Okay, question number 2 done.
Yes, yes.
All right, 10 minutes left. Let's try to finish. I really want to finish this case study. Let's move on to question number 3, guys. And the solution I'll upload in the LMS itself. So question number 3 says, what? Create an option to select and see month-wise top 5 agencies and the bottom 5 agencies based on number of encounters. Now you can't do this thing. The top and the bottom you will not be able to show on the same visual. So let's just do top 5 agencies for now. In the later sessions, I will be telling you if I had to show both of them together, what is the way of doing it. But for now, the information you have, you can't put both of them together. So let's just focus on one. Let's try to create a visual where a person has the ability to pick up a month. And once I pick a month, I should be able to see which are my top 5 agencies. I'm going to get my charger while you finish this. All right, done. Guys, are we done? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, Shani.
All right.
Yes, it's
Okay. Anyone done? Nobody
not
wants
yet.
to.
Not yet.
Nobody wants to talk about it. Okay, so you have got something as a month, right?
Yes.
And you've got something as a year also,
Yes.
and they're not combined. So you don't have anything called date, right?
Yes.
Yes. We
You
have
have
day.
year, you have day, you have month. All right. So how would you like to proceed with this?
Because it's month wise, so month and year.
You need month and year both in your dimension, right? As a filter. Correct?
Yeah, there should be, yes.
So,
There should be.
Ishani, we can create a hierarchy.
Over here, right now, you would not be able to create a hierarchy unless you create it as a date. Right now, all the parts of the date are separate, and this is month in terms of your text, not a number. Okay, so that would also create a problem.
So, but year is also in integer green, is showing
Year
in
is
green.
going to be a number.
Okay.
Like for example, in Excel also we have this thing, right? If we have different date parts, I can bring it back to a date. Like for example, if somebody has given day, month and year, we can use this function called equal to date and put the year, month and day together. Correct? Let's say 26/9/2021, something like this. So I can use this function called date and say this is my year, this is my month, and this is my day, and it points it back to Deepika. You need to mute. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay. So this is going to create a date for us right now. But if I make this September as a text, then it's not going to work. So now our data set, the problem in our data set is what? The data set has text, not numbers. Where is my tableau? Okay, right over here, right? So either one way could be that you create a calculated field to convert your text into number, then you create a calculated field, join all the date parts and do it. Or you just show them, because anyways after joining them also you would have aggregated to the what do you call? Yeah, this is not going to be a number. Let's just change it. Make date. This is a date. Now when you drop it, let's say, now when you drop it, so this has been made a date. I want it as a year. Okay, 1 second, year and a month. But it'll pick January only because there's only one. So let's just make it as a year. So we are going to drop this. This is as a year. 2 years are there. Okay, click OK. Filter. Right? You can show this as a slider or you can show it as a single value, whichever you want. And I don't want, I can keep all also in this case. And the second one, I want to drop the months also over here and I want to pick all the months. And show the months. Right? Over here also it makes sense that you have a single value list. You don't have multi-values and you can push the year on the top. Now, once this is done, you've dropped the year and the month. Now, what do you have to do? Top 5 agencies. So I will drop the agencies. You'll drop the UID. Again, on the UID, what you're trying to do is count. Count distinct to be on the safer side or count. So this is what you get, right? Yes, no? Now,
Yes,
next,
yes, yes.
next. How will I get my top 5? This data
Shani,
is not very, go ahead.
can you do the year part once again? I'm not able to do that. I have converted
So
into
year
date.
is yeah. So once you convert it into date, you drop it. It will come like a date only 2015 and 16.
I have
Drop
converted,
this
but
part.
it's not
Then
showing. It's not showing. Just
what did you do? Is it showing like year date or no?
no.
What is it
It's showing
showing like?
only green part only. It's showing only in green.
Was it in green initially for you?
Yes. For year it is green.
So just convert it into a dimension. Remember how I did the previous one? You can
Right.
convert it into dimension.
I
There's
have
a
done.
convert to dimension. Once it comes up, then you should be able to put it in filter over here. Show me your screen, what you've done.
Okay.
Anyone who's finished the third one?
I did top 5 thing, but
I am
it's not.
changing this into like this date. Right.
You said you converted into a date, yes. Then drop it
But
in the filter.
it's not showing date. Year
But
and
it
date.
has changed the icon, right? It has changed the date type. So drop it in the filters now.
No, it is not. I am not able to drop it. This is showing in green only.
But all of this, okay, hold on. Give me an access to your system once. All right. Let's say this was a number, whole number. All right. This is how it was. Now convert to a measure. Oh, sorry. Convert to a dimension. It was a dimension initially. Once you went to the dimension,
Okay, I have not done in convert to dimension first.
no, it was already in dimension for you.
Okay.
So transform, make date.
Shani, we're changing the change data type.
Not the data type. I transformed into a date.
Okay.
So once I transform into a date, this became a date. Okay. And then I dropped it over here.
Okay.
And I'm getting years. And next.
It's not showing 2137.
One three seven. Why is it coming like that?
Now it's coming correct. Why earlier it was not showing?
Don't know. In fact, in your case, you need this. Why is it like that? So you got
I have to remove all others.
law enforcement is going to be there, not classification.
Yes.
Okay. And the UID has to be put.
Yes, yes. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So on what will you apply top 5, guys? Top 5, what do you want to put? Top 5 on what?
Agency based on
Agency, right? So over here, how do you put top 5? Filters. Top 5 field 5 of UID count, and you get this. And then will it work? It's coming blank in some cases. Why? If I do all, then for all the months I will get. But if I don't do all, then I might not get for all the months. So what did I miss?
filter.
Which filter?
We need to use context filter.
Yes. And what will you put in context?
Top 5.
Top 5 is not in context. That's a filter.
Month or year?
Year, we can
Year
put
and
year.
month. Wonderful.
Yes.
Very nice. Month and year. Add to context. Add to context. And there you go. Understood? So you guys have used filters, context filters, parameters, binning, filtering, union. I don't know if you're realizing what all you have implemented. And let's finish the last one. Last one is very straightforward. No ifs and buts, but just looking at the visual, you need to give me the observation.
Ishani, I am also getting the 2137 like in year date.
So don't use a year date for you, okay? So drop the year directly. Drop the year directly then. Akshay, did it work?
No, actually.
You want to share the screen? Saikat, I think you are able to understand the concept, but you're not practicing. You're not getting time to practice. That's my observation.
That's true.
Correct, right? Because I don't see in the classes you have any issue, but your assessments are not reflecting the same.
Yeah.
Ishani, I am putting year
Mhm.
correctly. So
It's coming as number because it's green. Hold on, because it's green. Cancel it. Right, click on the year, convert to dimension. No, create to make, no, it's change the data type. Go to change data type. What is the problem? Make it date. Now let's drop. Now year. Okay. Yeah.
yes.
All.
Mine also, Shani, the same.
Thank you, Shani.
You're welcome. Why don't you share your screen, Sanjeet?
No, I'm saying the way I made him do this, I did the way.
You had to do the
it
same
was
way.
Yeah. Then I was able to get it.
Able to do it. All right.
And
Who's
we have
going
to
to
filter on top 5 of
So no. What are you filtering? Top 5 of what we are trying to get? Read the question again. So we are saying, what do we want for top 5?
just
Top 5
top 5 agencies.
agencies. So on what, in which field will you put that filter? On agencies only. You want top 5 agencies, right? So we are going to put the filter on agency only of filter of the top 5. But over here, we are saying top 5 based on what? Top 5 based on count of UID. Make sense? So that's how you will understand that on what you're supposed to put top 5 filters.
Okay.
Okay, question number 4. So question number 4 is little something not too technical, not many calculations or anything have to be done. But by looking at the visual, are you able to interpret the data or not? That is the whole purpose of the question number 4. That assume there is a public outrage that is blaming the police department that there is a racist towards certain communities when it comes to encounters and killing them unnecessarily. This data set provided to you is untampered police database. As an analyst, arrive at the data-driven logical investigation to see if the outrage is justified or not. Meaning, whatever the allegation is it true or not? How would you find that out? I know you guys are busy. Just give me another 5-7 minutes and we are done. How would you how would you evaluate this allegation, whether it's true or not?
On the basis of race.
Yeah, by
On the basis
comparing the
of
number of
race, compare
encounters.
the number of encounters. Wonderful.
Right.
So all I need is, in this case, on the basis of race, ethnicity, I want to do the UID, something that we have done in the past also, and measure and count distinct, right? And this is done, correct? Now, when I look at this data, when I look at this, what do you call? When I look at these numbers, do you think the allegations are correct or incorrect?
Not correct, because
Not
majority
correct.
are white.
Exactly. The majority is on the white. Exactly. So based on this, again, what we could have done is we can convert this the UID count again into a quick table calculation percentage of total. And this is a nice number, right? Once again, 51%. So if it was biased, this could not have been 50% of the people are white. So that's why we can say it is not biased. About 52%, approximately 52% of the population is from the white ethnicity. Approximately 51% is white ethnicity, hence no evidence of biasness. All right, and that's it, we're done.
Shani, can you tell me one thing? How to round off these figures if you don't want to show the decimals?
So click on the numbers, go to format. In format, pick a field that you want to work with. Like we want to work with percentage of total. Once you're done that, one is axis. So this is an axis. So I don't want to change my axis. I want to change the label. So when you want to change the labels, you say pane. Okay, this is a pane. And in this, I will go to numbers, percent, and remove the decimals.
Okay.
I can make it approximately 52%.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Shani.
I hope you enjoyed today's session and you found it useful.
Yes, Ishani, very
Yes, Ishani, very useful.
Nice, very useful, right?
Right.
Great. And I'm going to put this particular solution in the LMS so that if you want to go through it once again, you can. If you have any questions, let me know.
We need to create one more, that is bottom 5, right?
Yeah, that you can. Once you've done the top, it's just duplicating it and making it bottom. So I would not spend too much energy creating another visualization and doing all this. I would simply do a duplicate. So if this is for the top 5, I will just go over here and make it for bottom 5, and just go into this filter part and top, just convert this into a bottom. That's it. You should not do anything more than this. So don't try to recreate.
You have just copied that page, right?
Oh yes, duplicated it.
Yes.
Beyond that, it is unnecessary to do so much work.
So, Ishani, I understand that our Power BI tests are assessments are checked.
Yes, and you did well.
Thank you.
If that is the next question.
Yeah,
Kanisha,
yeah,
what
that's
about-
an obvious question. Okay. So, when can we have that result?
I think we should be able to send it to. We are still pending with three people who have not given assessment: Sitaram, Ashish, and Faisal. So once we are done with all the assessment marks, then we'll share it.
Sure.
So that would be the next question, Ashish, Sitaram, and Faisal. Since all three of you are present, when do you want to give the assessment?
Shani, on Monday we have Tableau assessment.
Yes.
So
this will be the format for assessment.
No, Tableau assessment. I'm going to follow same thing like I did for Power BI. It is going to be MCQ based, and the last assessment will be data based and dashboard.
okay.
Okay.
So Monday is
Ishani,
MCQ.
what about my Power BI assessment?
You did well, except for that percentage you did not convert, right?
Yes.
So you did well. I saw the number was that you were able to find it, but you had to divide it
The
with all. The
number
number
is
was correct.
exactly 67% of the total.
It is, if you would have used just the all function at the bottom and divided by that, you would have got the answer.
And Ishani, what about mine? Shikha this side.
That not by heart. I remember everybody's assessment. I saw the scores yesterday. Few people I remember. Hold on. People I expected will do good, were doing good. So I think Shikhar, more or less, I think you also did well. Kuch, I think you did some silly mistakes were there. Randomized program. Let me see if I can send you the result of whoever are done, and if you want to reappear, though I don't think so. I think we stopped doing reappear. Allocations. Power BI final. Shikhar, you did well.
Thank you, Ishani.
Kshitij, Gunjan, and Deepika, nahi, I was wrong, not 100, but you got good marks. But Kshitij and Sanjeet and Gunjan, they have scored 100%, by the way.
Wow.
So
I was not
Ishani,
expecting that, but
I
yeah,
need
but
more
then
Goa tickets now.
and Ishani, what about mine? I think I haven't attempted one or two questions on the calculation part, maybe.
Naveen. Yes, Naveen.
So Ishani, how much is deducted for my mistake?
I think they were not one, but more than one. That's why the marks are there. But don't worry. If you want, let me share the marks first with Vinay. And then if you want, I can, write a personal note to you where your marks were deducted.
Okay,
All right,
Ishani.
Arshad. Yeah, Naveen, Arshad, whoever wants to know it, just let me know. I'll just personally tell you where you went wrong. And I've given you the solution, by the way. You can evaluate yourself.
Shani, I
Wait,
cannot see the solution because the Power BI version is different. On Genpact, I cannot open. I just want to know my personal what to do.
Okay, so I'll do that. So just drop an email on Genpact email ID, Genpact at Ivy Pro School, that I would want to know where I went wrong. So I'll send you the detailed report.
Ishani, all can send to you if you want the feedback from.
Yeah, absolutely. Because see, unless you don't know where you went wrong, how will you improve?
yes,
Yeah.
Ishani, that's the point.
So if you want to understand where you went wrong, why the marks were deducted, let me know. All right.
Okay, Ishani.
All right, guys.
Shani.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a
I'll see you
wonderful
back on.
session. Yes.
Thank you.
And
And
without
I
your
know
help,
you
we
will
would
have a
have not.
happy, Sanjeev, you would have a happy weekend now.
Yes. And the way the point you were saying that it's useful. Without you would have stuck on the first. Not first. We would have done the second. Only.
Second one. Yeah.
Yes. So we must
All
have
right.
more of it, right?
Oh, yeah. So I am planning, because I felt while I was teaching yesterday that it's more of that I'm telling you you're doing it. But if I ask you to think, you might get stuck. So that's why I decided today I won't teach anything and we'll just practice today. So if I feel that again, then again we will have an intervention session of practice case study.
Yes.
And I'm sure Vinay won't mind me one session extra if I do a case study. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
You guys have a good weekend.
Shani.
I'll see you back on
Thank
Monday.
you.
Thank you.
Ishani,
You too,
Vivek
Ishani.
here.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Vivek.
I want to know about mine accept or not.
Yes, it's accepted. We evaluated. You got marks and not bad marks. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Ishani.
Okay, bye-bye.
Ishani,
Yes, Shweta, absolutely yes. I would not mind that. Yes,
Ishani,
Shikhar.
Ishani, can I share my screen once? Because
Yes,
on the first question number 2, I have done and it's not connected. I don't know why it's not connected.
sure.
Okay. Ishani, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not connected. When I put on the locations, it's not taking this.
Okay. Can you give me access to your remote screen?
Yeah.
So it is field selected. Field selected. State and classification. So this is a disconnect, right? Formula you have written is if the select field is state, then give state or classification, correct?
If it's small s, then it's
No,
not
no, no.
working.
It's not about smallest in this case. The problem is you don't have a value called state over here. You've given locations in classification.
Okay.
Okay. I just did a capitalize S because eventually when you're presenting it to someone, their data always have to be, these kind of things have to be in proper cases, right? It cannot be small case. It doesn't look nice. So this has to be state and classifications. All right.
In classifications, s would be there after classification in.
State classifications. Classifications is working. Why the state is not working for you? Select state, state classification. Select.
Ishani, the data type would be string in this case.
Yeah, and it's a list. That is also correct. State back. This is classification.
Okay.
Classification is working fine.
S. I think now it would be working.
No, but the problem is not in classification. The problem is actually in the state one. Why the state is not coming up? How come states are not getting plotted? State and city.
Ishani, it's some kind of backend setting would be required for this.
No, like for example, if I wanted to drop state wise, oh, you know what? It's not able to read your states properly. That's why it's not working. Why is this not plotting at all? Strange. Where is the UPD? This is there. And then what did we want? But this is getting plotted. Why the other one is not getting plotted? Oh, 1 second. Why have you put this in filter?
That's what I was asking previously to you, that it should be put in the filter or not.
Oh, acha, acha. I was thinking something. I didn't even notice something is in filter. Selected. Yeah, and it's just running through my mind. Like, why is it not getting plotted? Okay, it's working. The only problem was location and state.
Yeah, and now I was asking, it was a bit basic problem.
Mhm.
How can we get the percent in this? You have explained to us.
You will have to go to count of UID on the top over here, right? And go to quick table calculations, and in quick table calculations, percentage of two.
But here we are not having the number. Oh,
But you have to turn on the labels.
yeah, labels. Now it's showing on the.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, got it, Ishani? This now later I will do on my own. And if I found any problem, then I'll talk with you on Monday regarding
Absolutely.
this.
Absolutely.
And Ishani, one more question.
Yes.
You have tell us the answer of the Power BI. Is I'm pass in that?
Oh, Power BI what?
Right now you have said that the Power BI exams are, I have done the silly mistakes, but is I am pass in that exam?
Yeah, you got 92. You're definitely passing.
या मेरे को कलर्स की वजह से लग रहा था वो
Not
आपने
colors. We were not judging on colors. I think the only problem was a percentage. I don't remember what was the problem, but you did well. 1 or 2 mistakes were there. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Ishani. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you. Take care then. Bye.
Bye.